What's going on, everybody? Rob A here, and today we are taking a look at Jurassic World Legacy Collection Extreme Chompin Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now, this particular figure is a Target exclusive. The Jurassic World Legacy Collection is a Target exclusive line, and they have, at least in the US, exclusive rights to this particular mold of the Tyrannosaurus. I know it's available in Mexico and other places under the just plain Jurassic World's header. With the different packaging, but here in the U.S. it's a Target exclusive. This guy is $19.99 for this big old T-Rex, and it's not enormous, but it is a nice size. And right off the bat, I can say that this sculpt is absolutely incredible. It's just really, really beautifully done. You got a lot of nice detail in here, so I'm looking forward very much to getting this guy out of the package, so we're going to do that soon. But first, let's take a quick look at the packaging itself. You got, of course, Rexy here on the side of the package. She's looking gorgeous as always. And then we can flip over onto the back. You can see the Alan Grant figure from the Legacy collection on here. You can actually take a little bit better look. You've got Muldoon, you've got Grant, and you've got a juvenile T-Rex and a Pachycephalosaur, all available through the Legacy collection line. It says it has head and neck articulation, gigantic bite with a big stupid tongue that I'm not entirely thrilled about, but that's okay. And of course, Grant here with the flare. That's pretty awesome. So, very, very cool. On the back, it just shows you how to attach the tail. So, neat. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get this guy out of the package, and we're going to check him out right now. Alright guys, so here we have the Extreme Chompin Tyrannosaurus, and she is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Let's take a look at the just the overall design here. And I know a lot of you are going to say, those feet. She's got huge feet. And you know what they say about dinosaurs with big feet? They can actually stand up. So yes, the feet are a bit large, as you can see. They're kind of big for a Tyrannosaurus of this size. But at the same time, let me just direct your attention to this OG Jurassic Park, OG JP T-Rex with properly sized feet, and this gal is not standing for nothing. She just does not want to stand up. So honestly, I would rather have larger feet as a sacrifice to a more stable figure. Because honestly, unless you're looking for it, you're not really going to notice it, because your eye is just drawn immediately to this absolutely gorgeous head sculpt. Let's take a look at this head sculpt we got going on here. Look at those scales. Look at the scales on the jaw. Look at that. It's so beautiful. And then you can open the mouth. And I love the use of the high gloss plastics in the mouth, as opposed to the matte plastic and paint on the rest of the body. We can turn, you can see inside there. And then a semi-gloss on the tongue, which I think was a really cool choice as well. Now, if I were going to nitpick something about this figure, and I will because it's a review, so that's kind of how this goes, I don't really like the tongue, to be honest. I kind of wish the tongue was not so large. It really does get in the way when you're trying to, you know, actually bite something. So we've got this button back here, and it works really well, and you can actually like, you know, manipulate the button just so you can get exactly the bite you want. You know, open super slow, open super fast. You know, it's got very nice control too. It's very nice, very tactile. And I don't really have any 3 3/4 inch figures right now. I do have some Mega Construx little guys, so you can just kind of get an idea of what's going on here. So this giant T-Rex shows up to this little teeny guy, and he's like, but he can't really bite. I mean, he can bite. But a 3 3/4 inch figure is going to have a lot harder time because that tongue's just going to knock it out of the way. So I am honestly debating the potential of picking up another one of these Rexes somewhere down the line and actually like just carving that tongue out, because I don't think it's necessary. Maybe I'll even like just cut it here and then glue it to the inside bottom jaw. But that said, everything else about this figure is absolutely fantastic. So we've got articulation in the neck, and you can see you've got this kind of weird collar situation going on here, and yeah, it shows up weird in photos and in video, but when you have this in person, it's really not that big a deal at all, and it allows you to get some really, really fantastic posability out of this figure. You can turn the head like so. Oh, let me get over on this side. You can turn the head from side to side, swish back and forth, up and down. Really, really beautiful posability using this collar and ball joints, and it works really, really phenomenally well. And you know, the collar doesn't bother me at all, because I'm used to figures like SH Figure Arts or Monster Arts, and then even the Beasts of the Mesozoic still have kind of the same sort of collar system. So it really does not bother me. It's something I've grown used to on figures, and I'm just looking for nice posability and a nice sculpt, and I think this has that in spades. So really, really nice. We've got some posability in the tail as well, so I can go side to side, up and down. You can probably twirl it around if you wanted to. Mine doesn't really want to, so maybe it's not one of those things. It looks like it was just a ball joint with a stalk when I attached it, but maybe the stalk has a natural stopping point. Either way, you can get some really good swinging tail stuff from it. So that's not a problem at all. The legs can go around. Legs can go around. And they can also go in and out at the hip, so you got a little bit of motion there. And the feet can rotate, they can swivel, so you can get a little bit more stability depending on the poses you want to take with this gal. And even the little arms are posable. They're on ball joints to some extent, or maybe I think it's a rocking swivel, so you can get in and out like that, and then of course rotate around. And the arms are softer rubbery plastic, so really, really nicely posable there as well. The legs also have kind of a natural stopping point, which is nice. So it kind of tells you where this figure is most happily at rest, I guess would be the best way to describe it. So just really, really awesome. The paintwork is really nice. Just the dark brown on the lighter brown. There's a little bit of paint smudging on my copy and on the nose right there, but that is not a big deal at all. And again, you got the chomping ability there. So let's do a quick measure up on this gal, and she is just about 20 inches long, or right around 50 centimeters in length. And height-wise, at the top of the dome piece, she's right around 7 inches or 18 centimeters tall. So pretty well in scale with a 3 3/4 inch figure. You might be, maybe the thrash and throw, which I know is a little bit bigger, might be more suited to those 3 3/4 inch figures, but this'll do you. This could even like pass really well as a pair. So this could be the male, and then the thrash and throw, which is a little larger, could be the female. So that could work pretty well too. So that's really nice. So let's get a quick size comparison with, once again, the red JPOG Rex. And you can see that the JPOG Rex is quite a bit bigger. But I don't know, man. That when you look at like Alright, so some of you guys may be way too young to know this. Some of you may be just old enough to know. Back in the day, when you got your original Jurassic Park figures, they would have pictures on the box of the other figures, of course, just like they do today, but it used to be this crazy prototype of the Tyrannosaurus that looked exactly, it looked like it was one of the maquettes from the movie that they were trying to tell you was the toy, and then you went to the store and this was the actual toy. And don't get me wrong, I love this Tyrannosaurus, but looking at this, I'd say this is a much closer match to the Tyrannosaurus prototype that they showed off for the original Jurassic Park figures than this guy is. So huge kudos to Mattel for their amazing sculpt work, and really just puts so much love into this figure and this toy line in general. It looks like it's going to be a really solid, really fun toy line that I'm looking forward to collecting more of. So yeah, that's going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. It really helps me out. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll be back with more Jurassic World figures in the future, so stick around. In the meantime, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.